One shot. Let's begin. The Robot Without a Heart by Amesuke. Present uploaded by Vapid Scam, Sleep Time TL, and Slime Sleep. All right. So yesterday we read Ano Amesuke. Now we're gonna read three more Ano Amesuke's things. It's relatively short, so like 8 pages each. So uh, go from there just to make up for yesterday, even though there's not much to make up. My is it working? No, let's begin. Okay. I'll exit. Mhm. This time for sure. Update complete. So, do you feel anything? No, still nothing. I'm not experiencing any of the emotions you described, Professor. All right. Guess it's another failure. But I've only just updated it, so let's test things out. And then they all live. And they all live happily ever after. Yeah, that's that. Oh, that's sunset. Hmm. Professor, what are we going to? It's okay. It's just the usual, Fitz. One day, you're going to be left to your own devices. I developed that motion function to give you an enriching life, but I may not be able to implement it in time. Well, I've emulated the kind of behavior you informed me of. What do you think? I see. I forced my expectations too hard on you. My bad. Having emotion isn't all there is to happiness. I also don't experience the emotion of happiness. Whatever the case may be, I love you with all my heart. Oh, hmm. Then this guy's dead. Rip. Oh, oh, hmm. Replay memory. Oh, that's sweet. We'll come back to that one. That one's a heart jerker. Yeah, fear jerker, all that stuff. All right. Let's see. Next one. Boom. We're getting some lights, except it's faced the wrong way, anyways. Uh, girl who wants to get close with the girl she likes. By Ano Amesuke, transpublished of Shinsha and Honshu. All right, let's begin. It's steady. However, somebody like is kind of it. I want to get closer no matter what it takes. Therefore, I will do my best. First year, I saw her for the first time. I learned that she's a student of scholarship and good at math. Cheerful and confident figure. I think she is so cool. Second year, might have given me better. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm different from others. I have to try harder. Third year, I kept on pushing myself. I really want to get into the science major. In the same college as that person. Hey, you, resident! You look distressed. Are you okay? You're the one who won the Prefectural Composition Award in middle school, right? And I love your composition. I can't express my feelings in such a beautiful way. That thing is good for nothing. Huh? Excuse me? Uh, Three collection of interesting. Oh, that was ended so sadly. Wait, what? No, no. Damn it. We're gonna come back to each of these. Don't you worry. We're gonna rank up, we're gonna analyze them, and I'm gonna make sure the fifth light is actually facing. Now it's red. Now it's gonna be a different color. All right. We did Anomasuke. Now I often kiss my friends. Maybe they'll kiss each other. I often kiss my friends by Ano Amasuke, translated and uploaded by Sho Shinsha and Honshu. Um, production, production François approuvé par l'éditeur. I don't. Oh, okay. We start off with a kiss. It's girl love, so I gotta try doing some. Mm. I often kiss my friend. What? Oh, it was just for fun at first. We often come to a secret place. Then we kiss. We went as far as our lips touch each other at first. But the more we kiss, it grew deeper and longer. It feels good. Being able to do it with my friend makes me happy. It seemed that she felt the same way too. So the play lasted for a long time. Yeah. As we got older, we realized that it's not normal. We stopped doing it. It's because both of us have new clicks. Until one day, my friend got a boyfriend. Something that has nothing to do with me. Oops. Despite that, I don't know why. Right now with my friend, I wanna kiss her. Hey, let's kiss, okay? Close your eyes. Yes. Stop. For the first time, kissing a friend that I love, it hurts. Uh-oh. I, man, these are such different stories, man. I read the tearjerker first, more so than anything else. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just say this one. Oh, not that is not the tear. Just the robot without a heart. I read the best ones first. The robot without a heart, best one for today. Um, this one probably the second one, and this one's the third one. We'll go with the robot without a heart first, just because why? Um, First, I gotta say that like I got to apologize because am a parent for I'm being a robot racist. I'm doing like an outdated accent of robots where I try to do stuff like this, where it's a little bit archaic and a little bit stilted whenever it's reproducing things. But in actuality, like AI speech is quite good nowadays. So I'm sorry if I'm using an outdated accent. Um, but yeah, this was just such a sweet story and such a sweet concept. I feel like I read stories with similar things where it's like, hey, we're trying to make sure that this person or this robot could feel. And I like the fact that it's this guy, he's doing his best. He's like, okay, I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna die someday. And then because of that, well, I've got to just make sure that we're okay, that everything will be all right. And then he's a dweeb in the best way. He's reading to him, he's dancing with him, showing him a sunset. And even as he's dying here, it's like, oh, I'm gonna die. And he just wants to go and make sure that he lives the best life. And seeing he's going to die, um, he'd like when he emulated the tears because he wants to satisfy him. But I really, really like that, because one, I like the idea that he's like, is he doing this for real? We're not sure, right? It's hearing that he might die, so like, oh no, maybe. But him saying, I didn't really think can't be here inform me of. What do you think? It's like, okay, he's just kind of doing it because. And then you see, stop, man. I've been too harsh on you here. My bad. Having emotions always isn't all there is to happiness. He says, isn't here happiness. Just like, love you. Well, and you see that little bit of joy he has. We're like, oh, these are more real tears. He's with him to the last day. He has him at his tombstone here, and then he goes, and then he's replaying those old memories of what happened. I like the fact that he's also replaying it, seeing what's happening there, and he just gave him a hug. And what happens to this robot? Who knows? But I just like this last image here, right? It's just him hugging a tombstone, and there you go, right? It's oddly powerful, and I like the fact that the robot doesn't really say like a lot at the right? You just see him kind of going and experiencing it here. And then like, okay, he doesn't say that there. We just hear the replay memory. And this last part is told without words. It's really, really nice. Do you see that he's like, oh, when he like did the little tears there, and he just gives him a hug. It's so wonderful. Like that one is hitting me pretty hard in a lot of respects. And again, it's a question of morality. Like, at what point do we consider robots people? Like, I'm apologizing to the robots now before they take over. Robots. Oh no, this is genuinely a thing because the robot doesn't have a heart, right? But it's trying to develop one. And then this one, the girl who wants to get close with the girl she likes. I think because I also think that this is a stunningly hard reality. So I kind of like it in that respect, but I kind of want more to this here. I want it. This is a girl's love. This is a drama. Okay, it's fine. We see the starts of the girl love here, but then boom, ended, right? Like this is like the start of something happening. I want something to happen here. It's like I need this story to be continued rather than it just be oh, it's okay. Wow, Twitter later. Maybe they have sequels. They'll be good. We'll look at their stuff. For this one in particular, I want a little bit more. Maybe the idea was that you leave me unsatisfied, so I'm demanding for more. But I also think it's stunningly realistic. And for that, it's good in its own sense here, right? Where with her, this person, she's trying her best, she admires him. He's like, all right, we got it, we got it, we got it, we're gonna make it happen. She's amazing, but I struggle with her here. But then when we hear from this person, we think it's like, I'm not a good enough at this, I'm not good enough at that, da 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 da. Then here we found out that, oh, C1, and I'm assuming composition means song or music in this case, right? And so I can't express my feelings in such a beautiful way. And he says that thing is good for nothing. And that's one of the things that kind of is like, damn, I like I work at like an arts focused school. Um and one of the things is that I always kind of like tell people or whatever, whether they're at my job or not, is just that you could say engineers make money, they make society worth running or whatever, or society does whatever, but like art makes life worth living in like all respects. I mean, look at this. That pig, that's art from one of my former students. This here, art, it's Squirtle. That all this stuff from One Piece is art in its own way, and we see that art. There you go, Chop. There you go, Chop. Art. Oh no, no, no. Even this backpack is art in its own sense, right? Because this is a chopper holding onto your backpack. It's adorable. It makes me happy. He's so clingy and the best of it. Oh, his face. There we go. He's so cute. He's so amazing, right? But then that's kind of what makes life worth living. These shoes are One Piece shoes. And I mean, kind of like One Piece, in case you didn't get it, right? But then when you look at these designs, they're so cool, right? We have like these Robin ones on the side here. That's awesome. And then we have like these ones here, right? Those ones are Blackbeard. And then I have Heelys. It's like, damn, these are so, so cool. All of them. And that's all art. This computer, this is art in a sense. Wallpapers are art. This is art. Music is art. And that is really what makes art worth living. Kind of why I admire artists like a whole lot and what they're capable of doing. And oh man, in a case like this too, it's just like, damn. That's one of the things. Like I said, I was too much of a coward to be an artist. But I became a teacher and I created art in my own sense there, right? So I like this thing a lot because I feel like a lot of artists do feel like that. When they talk, they're like, ah, it's useless. Who cares about this? Who cares about that? When in reality, it's just so amazing art, whatever you do. And I would have liked a similar conversation from her to her, where she was basically saying, "Hey, I admire her," right? Because she was complimenting her, saying da 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 da. And it's important that she admired, like that's a screener, right? She can't write music, but she can do school well, and then she can't do school as well, but she could do music, and that's where I really really like it. It's like, oh, okay, that's just amazing. But you could sense the frustration on her side, right? That she's like, ah, I can't, and she's just crying. She's like, no, you admire that thing? That thing is useless. Who cares? And then boom, I. That's what I wanted a little bit more. Give me like 10 more pages. and then satisfy me like that, okay? I think that would be like a really good way to go and make this story more, I guess, complete. Although it is complete in a tragic, so I'd probably put a tragedy tag for this. But yeah, that's I think stunningly realistic. And then this one, I often kiss my friends, you know. Um, Gosh, I never really had too many close friends when I was young like that. I never did much of the kissing stuff, not that I can remember. Um, we stopped doing because both of us have new clothes. Then they grow apart. Then she gets jealous, and she still like loved her. Um, Despite that, I don't know why right now with my friend I want to kiss her, and then she's gonna go and she's like trying to kiss her to like rekindle that love. Be like, no, no, wait a minute, no, don't like choose me, right? It's like she was jealous. She thought she'd be there for her in like romantic sense forever, and then she's like, stop, and then she's like, no, I'm not into you like that. I outgrew you, and it hurts. And this is one that um I think part of why maybe this one doesn't hit me as hard. Uh, I just don't relate to the situation in any sense of the word. I unrequited love, yes, right? I mean, who hasn't had unrequited love? But in the sense that it's a childhood friend who you kissed a lot, and because of that, you grow apart naturally. You're jealous. I, I mean, I might have had a few crushes in like seventh grade and up, but like I don't know. It's like even if I knew my crushes in seventh, eighth grade got married and they had kids and they were like a husband who was great with them, it'd be like, cool, good for you, good for you. Like I guess it's a little different if you're hanging out with this person a lot more. And I guess I could see that, right? Like you kind of pictured, oh, we stopped because it was not the same thing, But then new clicks. And she's got a boyfriend, and it's like you moved on, right? That's just what happens. And you could see this, and I gotta admit, this is pretty good art here. Is that yeah, like this, you could see the expression of like shock and horror, like oh no, and this person just comes like no, stop her, we're not like that anymore, you know. And then this is also her like delusions here, right? I don't know if this is the exact same spot they went in. I guess there's that bench. Oh yeah, it is their bench. Damn. So they even met at the same spot before, and then, gosh, she was gonna do it and it doesn't work, right? And then her going, close your eyes. Yeah, it's just whatever. You could still see the shock of her, like, no, wait, boom. Because in her mind, you have this kiss, no, stop. But in here, we have these extra pauses. And so I think this is another one where it's very like uncomfortable in the sense that like, oh, okay, the rejection hurts and you're gonna feel that shock, and I'm sure this is what they were going for, right? I don't think this is obviously not meant to be like, oh, we kiss, we rekindle, they break up with the boyfriend, da 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 da, right? That's not how this works. I think that if I feel like maybe like another couple pages, like developing the things here, but I don't even quite know what my feedback would be in terms of the plot. Because I think the author told the story that they wanted to tell, right? I'm sure in Japan, like the trope is childhood friends. I'm eating my multivitamin gummy. The trope is childhood friends. And this childhood friend, I'm sure it's common in Japan, maybe like in the past too, before like the internet and whatnot. But this childhood friend stuff, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this is one I think of probably is more culturally relevant to maybe not me. And because of that, this probably have people like, oh man, you told the experience, but I don't know. And then you could also criticize this person for saying, oh, like you thought she was gonna be there forever, where's the time? Why do you think you got a kiss? Why do you think you could do that? Didn't kiss her, but she stopped and she's like, no, wait. And you can see that it hurts, right? Because the rejection of someone you love, even in the past, still hurts. But yeah, that's how I would rank them. I put Robot Without a Heart. a girl once equals these two, three. The wife who can read her husband's mind, I'll put that at a great number two. I think the one that I read yesterday, it's close. It's good in a very, very different way. Right, this is so it's funny, it's wholesome. You're seeing how much this husband loves him, loves her. That's really, really refreshing. You're seeing how much he appreciates the reciprocity here. It's like so amazing. And then her at the end say, "Let's play PS4 together." That's like awesome. I dig this a whole lot. I just think that the fact that this story was able to make me feel like heartfelt to the point of almost tears. It's like, dang, that's quite an accomplishment there. But yeah, so first two, we could say tier S, maybe like tier B. I think it's very clear that these two are really good, and then these one are solid. They're okay, right? Like I'd probably put I Have to Kiss My Friends a little below a girl who wants to get close with it she likes, but that would be more because I just can't really relate to that situation as much. All right, let's see what they do on Twitter. Again, I feel like I looked at their stuff. Oh, here we go. Manga artists. This does seem so familiar. That's the thing. But I just can't. I just don't remember. Do they help doing here? Oh, there's. They retweeted. Lately, I've been playing TRPG like this all the time. This is the time to see much. I'm just posting vaguely to keep it active. Oh, yeah, I could see what she means. She doesn't post much, things like that. Good for you. I was in charge of the name Fake Satanist. I received the acrylic plate. Beautiful, thank you very much. What a beautiful story. I like it. One of those two, I guess. I was in charge of the storyboard work for the Witch version of the Fake Saint from Treasure Face. Again, this person seems so familiar. Name drops are amazing. Good on them, though. Let's go to their website. And we go through there. This page is portfolio managed by Amesuke. Please refrain from distribution. Distribute my works to others. Oh. Original manga is regularly updated on PixIV. Okay. Content. This work has a rejected name. Thank you for your understanding. Cripple Heartless Robot. So one of the things where I will say in this is that I'm still gonna keep this video uploaded because generally speaking, like with one shots, I like to anything that's available on Twitter, sure. If it's like a series that's you know serialized in this area, that's kind of where I like at least in this case try to make sure. Hmm, neat. I drew a promotional manga. Da Vinci Web. Oh yeah, this is what was that? Look at that. That's so amazing. It's a couple years old. Good on them. It looks like they're doing well in the path they've chosen. Good on them. That's exciting. Let's go to their Pix ID. At some point, I gotta create an account. Manga. This looks like they got another one. I can't quite read that. It's Japanese. Okay, well, good on them. Following 8 people. Okay, this not understanding Japanese thing really affects my ability to read the titles. Well, good on them then. Oh, awesome, awesome, Masuki. I'm glad you've gotten good work. I'm glad that you're doing well. And you're pretty cool. I hope you find prosperity and health as long as maybe. With all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and ruin warn y'all. Peace out.